Everyone, Gabe here, Senior Product Manager for the Project Management Group in the plan stage, along with my stable counterparts in the Certify and Product Planning stages. That would be Mark and Kristen, respectively. We are going to talk about 13.12 and the amazing things we're going to be prioritizing and working on during the upcoming release. I'm going to go ahead and get started talking through my stage a little bit. So level set with some context, 13.11 was a bit of an interesting journey, to say the least. We had a couple rapid actions that engineering initiated around performance and database concerns. So most of what I had scheduled in terms of roadmap items for 13.11 are going to get bumped to 13.12 or beyond. So in terms of what I want to preview that we're going to be working on in 13.12, I'm going to just talk through some of our performance priorities. So it's not super exciting, but the project's controller show page executes more than 100 SQL queries, which is over the limit. We're going to figure out how to fix that. That's one area where hopefully if we fix this, it will decrease the load on the database. It also increase the performance of loading the page. Similarly, the performance of the projects list API under load is not performant into the next tier. And so we're going to figure out if we can determine ways to optimize the API performance for projects lists. Similarly, groups issue lists under the API is not performant at scale. So we're going to work on making that more performant. Along with the high level of SQL queries, the create note action, which is commenting on an issue, merge request, or snippet, or Epic, or anywhere that you can comment. I think test cases now, maybe. Mark, can you comment in test cases yet? Yes, you can. We're going to figure out how to decrease the number of SQL queries that creating a note requires. And then lastly, another big focus is going to be on the Bonsai reference filters. They execute too many queries, and there's a lot of N+1s. If you're not familiar, the Bonsai reference filters are the things that post-process all of the markdown before it's shipped to the client and rendered in descriptions and comments. So because it executes too many queries and there's a bunch of N+1s, not only is it increasing the load on the database, but it's increasing perceived performance when loading notes, loading descriptions, all across the board. So this is kind of a globally optimal thing for us to focus on. I know it's not like super exciting, all of the stuff, but it should help both the scalability of GitLab.com. It should also help the perceived performance of the end user, which should tie into our goals for this upcoming quarter of improving SUS. And then if there's any kind of time in between all of these kind of performance issues, we're going to keep making progress on some of the long running feature themes that we've been working on in terms of iteration cadences, making issues more extensible, and then other quality of life and usability improvements that were carried over from 13.11. So that's all I have for my stage. If there are any questions, feel free to ask them. If not, I can hand it over to Kristen.
Looks good to me. Okay, so for product planning, similarly to project management, we basically shifted our 13.11 into 13.12. So we don't have any new direction items that we're actually kicking off for this release. However, we do have a very big feature that we're working on, which is our Epic and program boards. We've already shipped MVC 1, and so MVC 2 is well underway. A lot of that is shifted into 13.11 and 13.12. Our goal is to have MVC 2 and MVC 3 done and MVC 3 done by the 14.0 release. So the team, if they have any extra capacity, that's what they'll be working on. I did highlight a few performance enhancements as well. We have also a spike into getting a planning stage dashboard done with the scalability team. This will help us see more into how some of the underlying performance is going, including the fact that a design management is actually a Git repo. So we're going to light up some Git tracking features on top of that and see how we're doing in terms of performance. We also have 2 security issues that are open we've got 2 significant bugs that are carrying over that I just wanted to mention because I know I brought it up before. One is that you should have any activity when you're commenting, opening or closing an epic should be recorded on the user's profile. Right now that's not working, so we're going to have that bug stay open and carry over in 13.12. And that some of our filters are not working with the GraphQL board lists. So those will be the 2 areas of focus on bugs. And that's it for product planning. We'll just keep plugging away at epic boards as our main focus. Oh, Mark.
Oh, there we go. Thank you so much.
There you go.
Great. Are there any questions for Kristen before we move forward? I didn't have anything other. Okay, so yes.
I just wanted to say great job prioritizing performance and contributing to the rapid actions. And I'm excited about epic boards.
Yeah. So yeah, we're in the same sort of situation here with Certify. A lot of the 13.11 effort and capacity was dedicated to diverting toward improving the performance. That's actually gone really well. There are going to be a couple features released. However, the main initiatives for 13.12 are those that were also present in 13.11. Mainly this linking test cases to requirements. This is a very large epic, and you can see we've moved it to 13.12, and we should be completing in 14.0 if things go according to plan. This is a fantastic situation that will allow us to link requirements and test cases together, and it will build on top of the issue type for requirements, which will actually benefit other areas as well. And it goes back to something Gabe had mentioned about how we're trying to more generalize the issue type and sort of account for that in different ways. So this is a fantastic step toward that, and we're very excited for that. We also do have some performance refinements we're looking at. Similar to what Kristen mentioned, we're looking for a dashboard to help us with some of the SLIs for Service Desk, as well as understand better sort of how the performance is for the certified stage in general. So these are both very important. We're hoping that this will help mitigate future performance issues. We'll be able to catch them early and fix them quickly. We are also prioritizing a couple of bugs and quality of life improvements just to sort of improve the situation around those. We're looking forward to both of these. Neither one is impacting tons of users, but we want to make sure they're fixed before they do. So finally, there is one security issue we'll be fixing as well. Are there any questions?
No questions.
Exciting.
It looks good.
Excellent. Well, thank you, everyone. If there's any questions or comments, feel free to comment on the video, and a link will be posted to this planning issue.
Until 14.0? Yeah. Sweet.
Excellent. Thank you.